Joey. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will be looking at the two types of poultry farm house you can have for your birds. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button below and on the notification bell. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and your loved one, and also to like the video. So let's dive in. Generally, there are two types of poultry farm house you can have for your birds. We have the battery cage system of housing and the deep litter system of housing. So in this video, we'll be looking at these two housing, and we'll be looking at the advantage and the disadvantage of one over the others. Don't forget that as housing is very important to us as human beings, so also your housing for your birds is very important. One of the factors that determines the productivities of your birds depends on the type of house you are using for your bird. That is why, as a farmer, you need to pay attention to your housing. If you are a farmer that is using deep litter system of housing, or you're a farmer and you are using a battery cage system of housing, then this video is for you. Stay connected as we look into one of the things you need to know or you need to keep in mind as a farmer. Battery cage system of housing is an intensive system of housing in which chickens or birds are kept in compartment units. This system of housing prevents your chicks from having a direct contact with their feces. Battery cage system of housing are mostly used for chicken hearing and other animal production. So you can also use a battery cage system for hearing of other animals. One of the reasons why most farmers prefer to use a battery cage system of housing for their poultry is because of the benefit it entails. One of the benefits it entails is that it limits the movement of your chicks, hence preventing them from transferring diseases or bacteria from one chicks to the other. So in this video, we'll be looking at the 6 benefits battery cage systems gives to you as a farmer. 1. Battery cage system of housing boosts the health of your chicks. One of the advantages of battery cage system of housing is that it will boost the health of your birds. Many farmers do not get a healthy chicken as a result of the house they are using for their birds. So battery cage system of housing will boost the health of your chicks. How? Battery cage system of housing serves as a means of protection for your birds. It protects them from predators, thieves, and also it prevents them from contacting a bacteria or disease from one chick to the other. So because of that, there is a limit to their movement within the compartment. So as a result of that, it boosts the health of your chicks, and also there is adequate supply of food and water for your birds using battery cage system of housing. It will also enable you to detect a chicken that is sick on time in order to separate or isolate the chicken from the other. 2. It increases the egg production for your layers. A chicken that is healthy will significantly be more effective in the production of eggs. So when you have a battery cage system of housing, it gives a good health to your chicks, and because of that, your birds, especially layers, will be able to produce a good egg. In fact, recent estimation proves that 60% of the eggs used in baking of snacks and cakes are from chickens that are held in battery cage system of housing. So if a chicken that is kept in a battery cage system of housing is providing 60% of the egg that we are consuming, then I think battery cage system of housing is a good one. 3. There is low cost of labor, and it also boosts and increases qualitative feeding. Battery cage system of housing will reduce the labor invest in the production. Why? Because when you have a group of birds arranged in compartment units, you will be able to serve them easily, and you will not stress yourself in order to clean their houses. So it reduces the cost of labor because you will not need too many workers to keep your farm. And also it will boost and increase qualitative feeding because birds that are in compartment units will not have direct access to their food and will not waste their food. So there won't be wastage when you are using battery case system of housing. Then the water is supplied through a pipe from a tank. So you have enough water to supply and there's enough food. There won't be food wastage. I think if you want to raise birds and want to minimize the food wastage, you should go for battery case system of housing. 4. It minimizes feed spilling. I've said this before. When you have a battery case system of housing, it will minimize the spillage of your feed, hence enabling you to provide enough food for your birds. 5. High capacity or space for accommodation. In battery case system of housing, you don't need a lot of land to cater for your birds. All you need to do is arrange your birds in rows and columns. You can have 5 rows as long as you want. This will enable you to have more birds within a small space. So it increases high capacity and enough space for their accommodation. 6. It is affordable, durable, and suitable for all egg-laying chicks. So you don't need to stress yourself, especially if you are having a pullet as your birds. All you have to do is to get a battery case system of housing and get a healthy chicken. Yes, the number 2 type of housing is the deep litter system of housing. Well, deep litter system of housing is also commonly used all over the world. There are many people who use deep litter system of housing and they are having a good result. I am not saying that deep litter system of housing cannot give an healthy pet for your birds. It can. All you have to do is to make sure that some things are put in place. So in this video, we will also be looking at deep litter system of housing. What is deep litter system of housing? Deep litter system of housing is an intensive system of housing that enables you to raise your birds on a concrete floor, having layers of building material such as wood, shavings, sawdust, and log. Building material is what is referred to as the litter. The advantage of deep litter system, it is economical. In other words, you don't need to spend a lot of money to construct your house when you are using deep litter system of housing. So it reduces capital invest in building the house. It also controls the disease and bacteria from infecting your birds. It also increases efficiency in production. Yes, if you want to use deep litter system of housing, it is very good and it is working. But you need to put some things in order. You need to consider some things. And one of the things you need to consider is that the house for your bird must be kept neat regularly. Deep litter system of housing need a lot of attention in keeping the house neat. You will believe with me that as human beings, personal hygiene is very, very, very important to our health. So also, you must maintain a good hygiene for your birds. And note, only right numbers of birds must be kept in a house, in a room. Why? When you have overcrowded birds, it can lead to high rate of infection and will also be difficult for you to detect a bird that is infected. So that is why there must be limited supply of birds within a room. Placing of water and feed for your birds are also very, very important. Why? So that your birds are not eating their feces. So you need to make sure that the water and their feed are protected. So you need to pay a lot of attention to your birds. That is why most farmers don't want to use deep litter system of housing for their birds because of the time it consumes. And also, your litter should be replaced once in a week. This is to stop infection or bacteria from affecting your bears. You need to make sure that the room is warm for the chicks of 1 to 4 weeks of age. You need to make sure that the house is very safe for your bears and is protected against external predators and thieves. So, deep litter system of housing can also make you productive and can give a good production. So, you need to make sure that those things are put in place before starting your poultry. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button below and on the notification bell. Don't forget to like and share this channel, this video with your loved ones. Remember, knowledge is money. In our next video, we'll be looking at 4 things you need to consider before operating on deep litter system of housing. Till then, bye.